So I was able to try out Skirk early, and playing her was hands down one of the most fun I've had with Genshin so far. Besides being able to slash down enemies with her flashy attacks, Skirk also has 2 different playstyles, with the first being normal attack centric that allows you to deal with enemies in quick succession, and a burst damage playstyle to fight the more challenging opponents, with her big damage elemental burst. As you may know, Skirk works the best in a freeze team, so a team that consists of only cryo and hydro characters are needed for Skirk to perform her best. Even though her team might be a bit restrictive at first glance, trust me, the teams I played Skirk with were eye-opening, and characters that I initially didn't think would work well with her actually felt great. In this video, I took Skirk and tested her out against a variety of opponents in Teyvat, with various teams that will help you get an idea of Skirk's performance. Just a disclaimer though, that all the testing were done in a 5.7 creator experience server, so things are still subjected to change. Without further ado, enjoy the video. Alright, let's take a look at Skirk's animation. Let's just make her kind of stand up. And yeah, her normal attack animations are definitely very elegant. And she also has 2 different modes. So this is her first normal attack, I guess, without her skill. But if you tap her skill, you'll be able to like actually dual wield and infuse your normal attacks with cryo. And what makes Skirk unique is that she also has 2 bursts. So this is basically one of her special bursts that doesn't really do damage, but it buffs your normal attack. And when you hold her skill, she's able to like gain a bit of her energy. So yeah, you'll be able to get her normal burst. And this is the one that does damage, which has a very pretty animation as well. So yeah, can't wait to try her out against a few bosses and just see how much damage she does. So my current Skirk build is pretty simple. I'm using her signature weapon, and I'm at a pretty decent crit ratio. Artifacts, I'm sticking with the Finality of the Deep set for Skirk. So let's try out a pretty free-to-play team comp with 4 stars only against a boss, and just see how much damage Skirk is able to do. Mika, I believe, also increases attack speed as well, so this will make Skirk attack pretty fast. And damage-wise, it looks like I'm doing around 20k. I saw it 35k, even at 59k as well. Wow. So her damage is definitely pretty impressive, even without 5 stars in her team. Alright, let's swap into a different team. The team I actually want to play Skirk with is basically pair up with Escoffier. Still no Farina though, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering how she is without Farina. So, but this is basically Escoffier and Skirk combo. Hopefully, Escoffier can make Skirk cook. Alright, let's see my damage. So, damage is pretty good. Definitely a little bit more than my 4-star only lineup. Also, I can break the shield. So, yeah. 95k. Alright, next we have Farina. So, this team is without Escoffier. Only Farina. But yeah, let's see how much damage we'll be able to do this time. I think 60k. Wait, it's actually so high. The boss immediately ran away. But Farina also does a lot of damage by herself as well. So it also might be the reason why I'm able to do so much damage. So yeah, 70k as well. And I guess now when you put everyone together, this is gonna be basically no competition. This boss is probably gonna die in 1 rotation. Yeah, about that. You definitely see the damage increase based on the teammates that I have. Alright, so the other thing that makes Skirk unique is that she has a burst as well that you can basically use. So I'm curious to see how much damage this will do. It's gonna do my normal rotations. And then burst. Yeah, I'm seeing around 60k to 79k. Wow. And then you can basically just finish the boss off with normal attack combo. Hopefully. Yeah. 1 rotation and the boss basically died. Okay, so you see this thing on the ground. This thing is basically called Void Rifts. And when you pick it up with your elemental skill hold, you'll be able to get some Serpent's Subtlety points, which counts as energy for her burst. Okay, let's try the Escoffier team for her burst. Curious to see how much damage this will do. Okay, so I did 100k. Pretty nice. And now with Farina only. Let's see my damage this time. With max fanfare stacks, I'm doing a bit lower than the Scarfia's damage, but it still did a lot though. Alright, next I'm gonna try out Skirk's premium team. So this is basically a Scarfia and Farina combined, as well as Sinha, so let's see her damage this time. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to one-shot her just with her burst alone. Yup. I saw a lot of 100k damage, so that was definitely impressive. As someone that really enjoy characters that don't rely on their burst, I think Skirk definitely made me like spoiled for choice because she can literally be played as a normal attack centric DPS character, or if you're feeling like you want to burst, you can always go with like a burst playstyle as well. So she's definitely one of the most unique characters so far in the game. I'm sure a lot of people have Mona as well, so she's definitely like a character that you could use with Skirk as well. Even though she's a 5-star, she's a standard character, so a lot of people usually have her, and her damage is actually pretty impressive as well. So I'm gonna burst, and then basically just see how much damage I'm able to do. 50k to 70k-ish. So Mona is definitely a very good alternative to have in your team. And let's see without Mona's burst, how much damage I'm doing. I'm doing like 30k-ish still, but Mona definitely made a difference. I'm also kind of curious to see how much damage does Mona actually make my Skirk do. So I'm going to do a burst. And without Mona's buffs, I'm doing like around 30 to 40k, which is not bad. All right, now I'm going to try the same boss again. But this time with Mona's burst. I want to see how much damage I'll be able to do. 60k. Oh, I missed my burst. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully I don't miss my crit. Basically burst and then switch to Skirk. Burst. Nice. 80k. Wow. And don't mind that I died, but I just wanted to see the burst damage. So yeah, there are definitely some differences there that Mona can do. Okay, so I want to take Skirk to fight some weekly bosses. So let's just get started. I'm pretty sure you already know who I'm fighting. I'm gonna fight Childe. My HP is looking kind of low though, so I might not do that good, but I'm basically soloing him. Gotta discipline my disciple. All right, one rotation, and he's already like almost dead essentially. So yeah, normal attack does a pretty good amount, I would say. All right, please. Just let me finish him off. Nice. He didn't even have a chance to do anything. I guess our power level is just that different. Because even at level 90, Childe can't do anything to me. All right, let me just make things more interesting. So I'm going to try to burst Childe and see if I'm able to one-shot him. I don't see a point where I'm actually just very used to fighting him now, so I shouldn't have any issues. I'm just hoping that he doesn't run for my burst. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah. Wait, oh, I didn't crit. There we go. Skirk just feels very strong. I didn't even take any damage. Okay, so for the Ryden fight, I want to test out a Dahlia and a Mika team. Because they're both able to increase attack speed for Skirk. Alright. It's going to get my burst and everything up. Okay, Skirk is basically zooming. She's like playing in 2 times speed while Ryden is still like on 1 time speed. Pretty insane. I'm gonna try this again. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of attack speed. And it's actually pretty fun. You get through one rotation really quick as well. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, this team is actually fun and also achievable because it's a full 4-star team. Can I kill Ryden in her shield defensive form? Wow, okay. Alright, next we have Azdaha. This boss is pretty easy to fight. Because I'm also using Layla with a shield. Let's see if I'm able to like one-shot a boss right now. With my normal attack playstyle. Yeah. Whoa, I'm taking damage. Yeah, at this point I'm pretty much looking very good against all the weekly bosses. Even though there's some cryo resistance against this Azdaha cryo form, I think it's still fine. Alright. Got an Omen debuff on the Azdaha as well. I'm still doing like 10 to 20k normal attacks. So that's pretty good. Alright, it's time to fight Apep. This time I'm bringing Escafia here as well as Mona because I want to try out a team that hopefully I'm able to nuke the boss. My goal is to be able to destroy the weekly boss's second phase HP in one burst hit. So yeah, wish me luck. Alright, I'm gonna try bursting as well. Doing 100k easily. Enemies die before I can even like try out my damage for real. Alright, let's see how much damage I'll be able to do. So we're gonna get Escafia's burst and skill out along with Mona. And hopefully I one-shot. Wow. I think I only got like 2 hits off of a boss and it's pretty much over already. That's very insane. Alright, how fitting is it to fight the Narwhal? I'm gonna try the exact same team. Just gonna get my burst up and then we'll see if we can one-shot a whale as well. This boss in general might give people trouble to one-shot especially. So I'm hoping I'm able to do it before like it runs away. Alright, it's coming down. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Still not enough though. But hopefully my normal attack chain will just finish the boss off as well. Almost. At least the boss didn't run away. So I'll definitely take it. Alright, next we have Articino. This boss I'm bringing a Farina team without Escafia, but instead I'm using Mika. So it's mostly like a fanfare stack / attack speed combo. My normal attack are doing like 50k already, so that's pretty nice. Not bad. Alright, I'm gonna finish the boss with my burst. Yeah, I pretty much already phased her. And then this is the second half. I think the second half is usually weaker. So hopefully I'll be able to one-shot her with my rotation. Yeah. Pretty much it. That was a lot of damage though. Alright, so for this Natan boss, I'm thinking about bringing an Escafia team with Skirk. I know a lot of people think Skirk has either 1 or 2 playstyle. I'm gonna try out a hybrid playstyle with Skirk this time and see how this will go. So I have burst. It's gonna use my burst right now. And then do my follow attack combo with Skirk. I did like around 40% of the HP, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna try this again. Just hoping that the boss doesn't run away. So I got my Mona, Omen debuff, and then even without max Serpent Subtleties' points, Skirk is able to do like a good amount of damage as well. And hopefully I'll be able to finish the boss off here. I'm just gonna use my Skirk's normal attack combo. I still can't go over the fact that her slashes are very satisfying. So yeah, last but not least, we have a chess boss. And this time I'm gonna bring Skirk's premium team. Alright, kind of missed my burst, but that's fine. I just wanted to test my luck and see if I could one-shot the boss. But I guess I missed my chance. And the most important part is probably like the second phase. If I'm able to defeat the second phase in one rotation, that would be nice as well. Okay, well, I don't know what that was. Okay, so second phase. My burst is looking like it's gonna get up soon, so that's good. I may have messed up my rotation, but that's fine. Hopefully I'll be able to like at least kill one of the chests. Okay, not bad. For a weekly boss that's pretty recent, I think I'm doing very nice damage. This also might be like one of the fastest team comp against the chest bosses. Alright. Let's finish the boss off. Wait, where did the queen go? Oh, queen's just standing there. You know what? I'm just gonna finish the boss with my burst. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt the Spiral Abyss. Okay, so I'm gonna be only doing the first chamber a floor 12. And this is with a completely attainable team with Mona at C0 and Shincho and Mika, basically. So we'll see how this will do. I want to be able to burst the boss. And as you can see, when you start Abyss, you pretty much have full Serpent's Celdody stacks. So I'm able to just use my burst. So damage was okay, not bad. My normal attack is looking like 50k each with some 70k at the end of my combo, which is nice. Alright, boss is just kind of stalling right now, shooting me. Hello? Are you gonna leave? Summon your minions? At this point, I can't even damage it, so... I'm just gonna burst. Sadly, not enough damage to finish the minions off. But I have a minute still, so I'm gonna just kind of chill. Hopefully the boss doesn't run away, though. Alright, burst. Yeah, that's what you get. But yeah, since you saw how much Skirk can do with her normal attack and burst, I'm going to try out some local legends with a lot of HP and just see how well she does there. Okay, so I'm going to try out the turtle. This boss might be a bit scary though, so we'll see how this goes. I know this boss has like a shield, so hopefully I can freeze it. Damage-wise, I'm doing 50k to it. 100k as well, nice. This is usually a boss I struggle with a lot, but seeing Skirk able to just kind of slice the HP through half already is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I'm gonna run away. Skirk also does have a very nice movement option as well. Alright, stop the boss in its tracks. Let's try the burst combo. So damage I'm doing, wow. Basically, just finish off the boss. Alright, I'm going to try out the Capybara boss. So, this is a team without Escafia or Farina. Basically, only a 4-star support team. I'm using Chongyun because he's able to destroy the Capybara's shield probably the best. So, hopefully I'll be able to do well against it. Ow. I'm getting tackled. I can also freeze the boss here. So, that's good, I guess. And this is the perfect time to stagger the enemy here. Great. So without like any external supports, my normal attack is around 40k to 60k. So that's pretty nice. I actually didn't really expect Mika to work that well with Skirk as well. Because like his attack speed buff really makes Skirk just more fluid in a way. Although not really necessary, but it just makes her move very fast. Alright, I'm gonna try my burst combo again. So bursting first, and then use my normal attack slashes. My charge attack also just kind of threw the Capybara boss up. So I'm able to stagger it, which is nice. Alright, last but not least, we have the final trial. This is the boss that gives us a pretty fun time because it allows us to do a lot of damage. So let's see how this team will do. I'm going to try to see my burst damage. Around 90k without any buffs. Not bad. And my normal attack damage is around 40k-ish. Pretty good. Oh, I even hit 50k. Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to collect as many stacks here as possible to do a good amount of damage after the trial ends. Gotta be careful not to take that much damage though, but thankfully I have healers here to protect me. Alright, I got 10 stacks. 11. It's gonna leave. So let me see my Skirk's damage. Okay, I think I did 100k, but that was like because of me missing my burst. So I'm going to try this out again with my other rotation, and hopefully I'll have a better time this time. I'm going to try to get 10 stacks again. Also with my burst, hopefully, so I don't die. I'm going to heal again. I have 13 stacks already. Okay. I think that's enough. Nice. And then my burst. I think I did 700k. Yeah, basically just one-shot at the boss. But all in all, I really enjoy Skirk's playstyle for sure. Even though her team might be a bit restrictive with freeze only, but you can also use your creativity to assemble a pretty nice team, with my favorite being the Skirk Zoom team. I don't know, something about her being able to move twice as fast compared to her opponents just felt satisfying to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to watch this video that the YouTube algorithm recommends you, and I'll see you there.